This is a HeadGum podcast.
On this week's episode of All Fantasy Everything, we are drafting monsters, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's October. It's the autumn. It's getting dark early. It's time to get spooky. That's why I enlisted the help of Gaby Dunn and Allison Raskin from YouTube's Just Between Us series. They're also very talented comedians, actors, writers. So lucky to have them here, and it gets pretty fun. Gaby, it turns out, took the draft very seriously. Allison may have never seen a scary movie before in her life, which is actually the perfect combination for All Fantasy Everything. I think you're really going to enjoy this episode. I'm your host, Ian Karmel, by the way. You can follow me at Ian Karmel. And if you get a chance, thank you for listening, by the way. And head over to iTunes and, subscribe to us there. Give us the 5 stars. I'm not even going to ask for 4. I feel like we earn 5. I feel like we give you 5-star shit every week. And leave a comment, too. It helps us out so much. I really love making this for you guys. And the more people we can get listening, the better. That way I can buy a jet ski. And everyone who's listening can come over. We could have a fun jet ski weekend. So, I'm thinking of us when I say this. But without further ado, let us get to the Monsters episode of All Fantasy Everything with Allison Raskin and Gaby Dunn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of All Fantasy Everything. I'm your host, Ian Karmel. It is October, and because of that, today we are fantasy drafting monsters.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Halloween noises.
Scary Halloween noises.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky.
This is also a fun reminder to change your Twitter name to a scary Halloween-themed Twitter name.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
I've never
so
changed
inclined.
a Twitter name. You can do that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But what's it do? It's just
Nothing.
fun for you?
It's just fun, yeah. No, other people can see it, and they're like, ooh, Allison's celebrating Halloween.
But will they not see my tweets anymore?
They'll still see it.
They'll see your tweets.
It'll still be like at Allison Raskin, but it'll be like Allison Rasputin skin.
Yes.
Or something.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Allison No Skin.
Allison No Skin.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, something scary.
And it's also a little prudish.
It is. It is a little... It's very Puritan.
So on brand.
Our 2 favorite things about the autumn, Puritanism and Halloween.
Yes, exactly.
We should jump right in and introduce our guests.
Sure.
Today we have Gaby Dunn and Allison Raskin. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for that. Was
I loved that, and Gaby was so upset that it happened.
This is their first time working together.
Yes. Who are nice to meet you.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be friends.
Okay.
It's not going to go well after this. And Allison and Gaby, you have worked together before.
Oh, yeah. For the last, 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
To the delight of tens of hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Not millions, but
If not
hundreds of
millions.
thousands.
Definitely hundreds of first on BuzzFeed.
No, we were
First
on
on
our
our
first on BuzzFeed?
No, we were
First
on
your
our
own
YouTube channel together. We had our YouTube channel together first, and then we were at BuzzFeed, and then we left and still had the channel.
Oh, hot shit. That's
But yeah,
amazing.
we were already friends.
You had Just Between Us before the whole BuzzFeed
Yeah,
thing.
that's why we were allowed to keep Just Between Us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to get to it later, but now's a good time. Shout out on the article you wrote and that you were both involved in how important it is to own your own content going into. Do you want to explain that better than I can? I'm fumbling through it.
It was more just about intellectual property and just making the choice to not make videos for a company, but to make videos on your own, so that for career longevity, you're able to keep. You're able to use those videos to sell television shows or to springboard into other things. And yeah, just the benefits why we left BuzzFeed and the benefits of being able to own our own content.
If you're a creative person who, especially in this day and age, if you haven't already gotten started, it's a very important thing to read and very important to keep in mind. So if you're creative at all and have any designs on that, Make sure you check that out. Where was it published again?
It was on Fusion.
It was on Fusion. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So check that out. You're both, feel humbled to have you here in the studio. You're both so talented and such busy people. I mean, Gaby, you apart from the Just Between Us that we mentioned that you do with Allison, you've written for the Boston Globe, the Huffington Post, Cosmopolitan,
bunch
Slate,
of places. Yeah,
Salon,
used to be a journalist.
Used to be a journalist.
Back in the day.
Also a very funny person.
Thanks.
Now writing comedy stuff and acting in the comedy stuff. Allison, you're an incredibly talented, gifted person too. You're a writer, comedian, actor, director, dog owner. Very, very
oh my God.
important
How
dog
sad
from
are my
Instagram.
credits that dog owner has to be?
Famous
I would
dog
have
owner.
put dog owner in Drake's credits if he owned a dog. You're part of Just Between Us. But you've also worked for BuzzFeed, SourceFeed. You were in a Payless commercial. I looked up your credits.
Just reading my bio off my website.
Went to your website and read your bio. I also read it on Wikipedia, though.
I'm not on Wikipedia.
You are on Wikipedia.
What?
Full blown, yeah.
Did my mom make it finally?
Somebody made you a Wikipedia.
I bet our manager made it.
Oh man, I gotta read it.
It's a big Wikipedia.
Wait, you're lying.
No.
Are you sure you're not just referencing Gaby's Wikipedia?
No. You have a Wikipedia as well, and
It's
it even
just
has
my Wikipedia, and then it has a sub Wikipedia for Allison Raskin.
The little drop down menu for Allison Raskin. No, you have a Wikipedia, and it has a personal life section.
What's it say?
Allison has spoken about being straight and speculated about the possibility of being on the asexual spectrum. She is open about the fact that she underwent a rhinoplasty after receiving negative comments from her parents about her nose. She also speaks openly about struggling with OCD and the ways in which that impacts her life. In 2016, Allison adopted a dog named Sugar.
Who wrote this?
Our fans.
This is not
It
a
must have
normal Wikipedia page.
I think
No, fans. And they do. They write like weird facts about
That's
you.
amazing.
Somebody has to write out. So there's somebody out there who wrote like the goldenrod, the color, that thing's Wikipedia page. Somebody has to do it, and somebody wrote Allison
It's a fan.
Raskin.
All right, thank you so much. That's
It's-
all mostly accurate.
It's full of flattering information and accomplishments. You should be very happy with it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Congrats.
I always feel so weird giving people's bios without having talked to them first because it feels very invasive.
It was exciting because I didn't know what I've done,
Yeah.
so it wasn't.
You didn't?
No, yeah. What I just feel so pathetic compared to your bio.
You guys both
Mine?
have amazing bios. And also, I mean, they can see your work right now on Just Between Us on YouTube, which is a massively popular YouTube series.
Thanks.
Yeah, that
you.
people should absolutely check out. Where can people find you on social media?
I'm at Gaby Dunn, JBYDUNN, and then at Gaby Road on Instagram and Snapchat, which is like a stupid Beatles reference.
That's like really not good for branding. That you
Thank
have two
you.
different names.
Did you start that Instagram in high school somehow?
It was my screen name in high school. Was
Okay,
Gaby
great.
Road.
It sounds like an AIM screen name.
Yeah, and then when Instagram started, I didn't fully understand what Instagram was, so I thought it was just like a photo album that your family and friends could see. So I
That's
just
what it was.
but I was already kind of like
Oh, a big deal.
known.
When I met Gaby, she had 10,000 Twitter followers, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
It seems like so many.
She's so famous.
Yeah. What are you guys up to now? Where the numbers at? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think like 117.
I just hit 100. So
Yeah.
always a little bit behind.
It's so many Twitter followers. What do you even say to them? Are your mentions just a constant stream of people liking?
Mine are a lot of angry men.
Yeah.
I feel like I get some good jokes.
Yeah,
You get some good
Because
jokes.
I only tweet jokes and people will joke back, and some of them are strong.
Yeah,
Some of them are good stuff.
There's some good people out there
Yeah.
producing content.
I like laughed at one today.
she gets very
That's
like
fucked
she'll
up.
be like,
That's
our
crazy.
fans are funny. Like she'll be like really excited if they're like a funny joke back.
Meanwhile, people are like, "You whores need to learn."
Yeah.
That's the extra
seen it.
17,000.
You follow me.
I have seen it. Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
also
It's
get,
terrible.
why did
It's
Gaby
terrifying.
block me?
Oh,
I
yeah.
get those as well.
Why did Gaby block me is a big one.
Good. So they come to you as though you were her spokesperson
Yeah, exactly.
to read a form
I'm
letter
basically just Gaby's secretary. So like, if you need to schedule an event with her, if you want to like let her know your grievances,
off. Any of that stuff.
it's cool because I like have an assistant background, so it's like I'm actually really qualified.
You fall naturally into it.
yeah.
The vacuum was there and you filled it. All right. Fantastic. Allison, where can people find you on Twitter and Instagram?
At Allison Raskin.
Yes.
That's it.
On both of them.
But double L.
Yeah.
Beep beep. That reminds me of that like
The MAA, the Mako commercials?
yeah, like that Like the one from Curb.
I don't. You know a lot more about Curb than I do.
He loves this commercial. It's the MAACO.
And then he gets beep beep, and then he gets in a car accident.
He honks along to it.
Right. Well, no, he thinks that. Oh, right. Yeah.
Right?
And the guy thought he honked him. Yeah, I thought it was the other way, but you're right.
Two things Allison loves are Curb and Seinfeld. So if this were like
and
a
as
Larry
my
David,
comedy partner, I would think you would like them too.
It's weird if you don't.
I
you
think
don't?
she's
fine.
like very, very unaware, blasé about like,
That
shows that
insane to
shaped
me.
my whole sensibility.
We need to get into the podcast, but it's crazy. You have like no strong opinions on the Larry David verse.
it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it's fine and good. I don't know.
It does me no good to force other people to have my same opinion. It's so good. It's like the perfect sitcom.
I can't. Like, it makes me so upset.
The storylines, the way they wrap,
I'll watch them. I haven't really seen a lot of it.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's crazy the way the A, B, and C storylines all intertwine and connect and wrap up at the end. It's truly beautiful.
It's actual structure. It's pretty cool. You should check it out.
It's like watching a
thank
funny,
you.
well-made cabinet. Everything fits together perfectly.
Not really into structure.
All right, fine. You watch the Eric Andre show and cover yourself in blood.
Now
whatever.
that's funny.
Today, speaking of being covered in blood, we are drafting monsters as it is October.
Yes.
To determine how the order of this draft, the two of you are going to play rock, paper, scissors.
But people can't see it.
I'm going to narrate it as though it were an on-the-radio sporting event.
Did you just say I won?
Yeah.
2 out of 3?
Yeah,
Is it 2 out of 3 or 1?
We're doing it once.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. You throw on shoot.
Okay. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah!
Oh, Allison won with a rock against Gaby scissors.
Woo,
and the crowd
baby!
is apoplectic. People
Yeah!
are furious.
Oh, my God!
Oh, they're happy. They're stoked.
Oh, yeah, she deserved it.
They're banners. People.
You deserved it?
Oh, that was a fan. That was
People-
someone in the stands.
So
So
proud of
you're-
Allison.
I'm sorry, your ideal situation is that a fan thinks you deserved it?
Yeah, of course. Like, oh, she made the right call.
Oh, I thought
She should honestly get like a couple of Gabby's picks.
If you feel like you know that many monsters, you feel free to go 7, 8 rounds.
I'm not good at this.
This is what we talked about, is that you and I talked about in DM how we love Halloween.
Yes.
And I was like, Allison doesn't know any horror or anything. So this should be great.
Well,
So it's
you just
perfect.
wait, because it's called beginner's luck.
It worked in the rock, paper, scissors. Assuming that was your first
No,
time
I've
doing rock,
played
paper,
a
scissors.
lot of rock, paper.
What do you want the draft order to be? Now, this is a serpentine draft, which means there's 3 of us. So if you pick first, if you pick third, that means you also pick fourth. So in the second round, the order reverses.
What?
So there's no huge advantage. You pick first, that means you also pick sixth.
I want to be second.
All right, you're second. Where would you like Gaby to
Gabby's
go?
third.
Third, making me first.
Yeah.
Which means I have the first pick
Yeah.
of the monster draft.
Okay. I have now, this is where I take out my notes on my phone, where I did extensive research.
Absolutely. And I have here on my laptop computer further extensive research.
I'm going in blind.
And you're going in completely blind, like some of our monsters today. All right. With the first pick of the first round of the All Fantasy Everything monster draft, I am going to take Frankenstein's monster.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
going Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. By the way, the one from the book, as well as the general fear everyone feels from the movie version. Because Frankenstein's monster from the book was fast, agile, strong,
Really?
A
terrifying,
dum-dum.
and eloquent. Not a dum-dum. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's monster was like not stupid, but he was aware of how much everyone feared him.
He was like having a boo-boo existential crisis the whole time.
He was. It was great. We've all been there.
So
Who can't
that-
relate to
He
Frankenstein?
was fast?
That
He
was your
fast.
first pick?
Yeah, I'm going Frankenstein with my first pick.
I don't understand how you can judge that. We're picking monsters for a fake fantasy team.
Yeah, but that guy's not. He's not
that's
gonna,
the wrong attitude.
He's
Allison.
not gonna.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying that, like, maybe he loves him.
I do. I love Frank. By the way, Frankenstein, he has his own cereal.
I'm confused, though, because
Frankenberries?
is his name Frankenstein?
It's Frankenstein's monster.
And I said Frankenstein's
You
monster.
said it right.
I did. I didn't adopt a scary doctor. Or
Also,
That would be smart, though,
That
because you
would
could
also-
make more monsters.
yeah. Oh.
Like, oh, I know my
pick.
Also, I have
Yeah, go
thoughts
ahead.
on what qualifies as a monster.
Frankenstein's monster.
He does.
Okay,
but I'm
okay.
saying for my pick.
Yes.
It's not your turn.
Okay, sorry, go.
We're not there quite yet.
Okay, it'll come up when I...
I can't believe you don't like the Frankenstein's monster pick.
Didn't even make my top 15.
He's a
You already... Okay.
He's a universal monster.
Yeah,
so
he's so
famous.
well known. I've heard of him.
He's got his own studios.
What is our goal? To get most kills?
We just want to appeal to the people who listen to this podcast with our list.
Because I went with it like a team that would fuck shit up.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, that's a great strategy.
Okay.
Frankenstein's monster would fuck shit up.
Mine is going to be for the most interesting movie.
That's a good strategy,
if
too.
They're all in a movie
They're
together.
all in a movie together.
Yeah.
Oh, like on the same team or fighting each other.
Well, you'll
Like
have
a
to see.
Suicide
Oh,
Squad.
my God. I can't wait for this.
Okay.
So, yeah, Frankenstein's monster. He's gigantic. He's lumbering. He's iconic.
Okay.
A lot of monsters are scary. Frankenstein is iconic. He can also pull off cute, as we've seen on the Frankenberry box. He's adorable.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
He's adorable on the
Are
Frankenberry box.
you making a list of everybody's choices?
I am.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'd like...
My monster has met Abbott and Costello. That's the last thing I want to add in.
Fine.
So
You went so flashy with it.
He
and I
rubs
think
elbows
that's
with Hollywood's elite.
a mistake.
All right, so my first pick was Frankenstein's monster. Who's going? Are you going second?
Yeah, I'm
Allison?
going. So
Allison
I
Raskin, you have the second pick.
I want to make sure no one else takes this one, so I'm going to take it. It's a Hollow Man, that Kevin Bacon movie.
Oh yeah,
Hollow Man is good.
Yeah, I never saw the movie because it was too scary, and the trailers gave me nightmares. So that bodes well.
Here's the question: He's a man, though. Is he a monster?
I think Hollow Man counts as a monster.
He's a monster. He becomes invisible,
Yeah.
and he's creepy as fuck.
I think he's more hollow than man. So I think,
And honestly, becoming invisible, from what I read on Wikipedia, it really fucked with his psyche.
It did.
Yeah.
His sound okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, going invisible fucked with Kevin Bacon's psyche.
Yeah.
The actor or the person in the movie?
Probably both. So honestly, it's a very strong monster.
I think Hollow Man is based on the Invisible Man, so you also get...
double monsters?
The Invisible Man. It was, yeah.
That's great for me.
And it was nominated for an Academy Award for visual effects.
I was about to be shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, for original screenplay?
for Best Picture, Hollow Man. You said Paul Verhoeven directed it, which was the RoboCop guy.
Oh.
And I think you see Kevin Bacon's Hollow Man penis in it.
You do.
You do,
He has
right?
a Hollow Man sex scene.
He does have a Hollow Man sex.
Oh, he does.
Is he completely...
How do you see it? Oh, because it's like, you kind of see it.
Yeah.
Cool,
you kind of like see him.
Is he like partially visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Now
look
I'm
like
wondering
an
if it's
exam?
more of a Hollow Man sexual assault. But yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think
it might be.
I think
I
it's
think
a Hollow
it is,
Man
actually.
rape, right?
Which makes
Why?
him...
She doesn't know what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because he's invisible. She's just, like people who are like, I had sex with a ghost. You ever heard that?
Personally, I don't know
I've heard
anybody who said that.
I've never talked to anyone who's done it, but I've heard before.
that
Like,
people
I
say
fucked
that.
a ghost. Splashed across the headlines.
Was she
Yeah.
enjoying it?
In the movie, I can't remember. But I think she didn't know it was him. So
If she
that's
was,
like-
it was the only person having a good time at the Hollow Man movie.
Yeah.
I don't think people liked it. And that does raise into question that when people are like, what superpower would you have? So many dudes say invisibility.
Creepy.
It's a very creepy answer because it's just
know.
like, so I can sneak into the locker room, which seems like the grossest place to see a naked person.
Yeah.
Just
We're not
based on
looking our
dude locker
best.
rooms. No, absolutely not. That's like you go there to get a staph infection.
Yeah.
And to see someone's unfortunate back.
Yeah.
That's like all the locker room is for.
Yeah.
Totally disgusting. Which makes Hollow Man, I think, an even creepier monster.
Thank you.
Yes. So with the second pick overall, first pick of the your
you
first pick
writing
of the
this
first
down?
round. Of course, I'm writing it
Okay.
down. I'm using my
Taking this too seriously.
Apple computer. Shout out to Apple.
Have fun, Gabby. Be loose.
Allison Raskin picks Hollow Man with her very first pick. Gabby, you have the final pick of the first round, the third pick.
Okay. Well, since I'm the only person taking this seriously.
What are you talking about?
I will-
Frankenstein. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You got to go with Jason.
Jason is good.
I
Jason-
don't know who that is.
Jason, he wears a hockey mask. He's in Friday the 13th.
Is that with Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, Jamie Lee Curtis is in Halloween.
Jason
So
Voorhees.
not that great of a monster. He doesn't really have his presence known.
Yes, yeah, you would know if you saw him.
No, I never heard of him, so it seems like a bad pick.
You've seen Jason.
Jason has the most
I think she
confirmed
solved me a
kills.
game.
He's got the most confirmed kills of any horror movie villain. I looked
It's a
it up.
little boy.
He's not a little boy.
Who's Jason?
He's a gigantic.
He
He's the
was a
opposite.
little boy. There's a whole thing where he was a little boy.
This is
And
not
in the
Jamie
first
Lee
movie,
Curtis's movie?
No, that's Halloween.
Michael Myers
Yeah.
is Jamie Lee Curtis.
What?
Yeah.
Who's in this movie?
Jason?
Yeah. Who does he kill? Is there a family?
God, I mean,
No, it's Crystal Lake. It's like a summer camp.
And
It's-
every summer?
it's
How
always
many
teens.
movies are there?
There's
There's a
like a
bunch of 'em.
bajillion. I think he has like got 13 movies.
And each one he kills just random people he has no connection with?
He kills people at the camp. But
He
it's
kills,
not
like-
just him. The first movie, it's his mother playing Jason.
What are you talking about?
spoiler alert.
Sorry.
If you were waiting. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you were waiting to
What do
see
you
Jason.
mean it's his mother?
So Jason was a little boy who they thought he died, and the mother is like the chef at the camp, and she's upset that he died, and so she decides to pose as him and kill people.
Because
But
he
then-
was this poor little kid who drowned in
yeah.
the camp's lake.
Yes, and then at the end of the movie, it's revealed that he didn't. I think that he didn't actually die, and she dies, but then he's actually alive, and then he's like kind of a zombie human, and then he comes back, and now the rest of the movies he's actually Jason. But the first actual movie, they think he's Jason, but then the reveal at the end is that he's the mom.
They think it's a little boy?
No, a grown up. They think he didn't
Oh.
actually die.
So he continues growing. He's gigantic by the way. He's like 6'6", well built, hockey mask.
All right.
You've seen
I'd
Hockey
rate
Mask?
your choice 6 out of 10.
Hockey mask.
You've seen the hockey mask before.
No.
He's got a hockey
You're
mask.
lying!
He kills with a machete. You're definitely like you're familiar with the sport of hockey.
Yeah. I went to boarding school. It's number one sport.
All right, fantastic. So it's that mask on a gigantic, terrifying man.
Doesn't add up, but okay.
So Jason is an obvious first pick. He has the most kills of any horror movie guy.
You're
But
going, and
to
we
be
know you're
fair-
going off kills.
To be fair, he does have 13 movies, I think.
He's spread his
So it's not
spread
fair.
his works over
What's
over a large
interesting-
canvas.
Yeah, other monsters have less kills, but less movies to like. You know what I mean? Like I think it's
They have a
little
higher
bit of
kill per movie rate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a good first choice.
but he has the most kills.
I'm interested to see if you take like the wave from San Andreas. If we're just going based off of
That's
just
funny.
off of kills. Shout out to the impending earthquake. Jason. So that was your first pick of the third round.
Yes.
I like it. Allison, not that convinced. Well, it remains to be seen what the listeners think. You also have the first pick of the second round, so you get to go back to back.
Great. Now this might be a rogue choice because I'm not going to go with my actual number 2. I'm gonna switch it up
Okay.
for feminism.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Carrie from Carrie
Oh, yeah. Carrie.
because she takes out
Who
like
is
her
that?
entire high school.
No, I'm just
Stop.
kidding.
She takes out her entire high school. She's just like I feel for her as like a teenager getting made fun of and her abuse from her mom. I think she's got a real good story. Plus, Carrie is the scariest book I've ever read. I was like in college reading it. I've
Yes.
never been more scared of a book. I was like reading it under the covers being like, I could just close this book and be fine. Why am I terrified?
Stephen King.
I know. He's a master.
It
He's a-
feels like the book would glow and like wake you up and be like, read some more. Yeah.
Like
You
I
should
kept,
put it in the freezer.
so that Carrie can't get to me.
Yeah.
She chills her out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, she's terrifying. And it's weird. It's the only time I've ever been like physically scared of a book.
Both of your monsters have been people.
I know.
So far. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to make sure
commentary
that
on
it
it.
was allowed. Although they're both kind of Jason demon. But like, yeah, right, aren't we all kind
Jason's
of
a
monsters?
We are-
demon now?
Yeah.
All right.
Carrie's kind of
It's
demon.
hard to say exactly what Jason.
Jason's
Carrie,
kind of a zombie.
Carrie's a pig blood activated telekinesis
Sort of like a
assassin.
she's got superpowers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What is
cool.
she like? She kills people with it's not lightning. What is it? How does she?
It's like telekinesis.
It
It's
is,
like telekinesis. Yeah.
She just fucks people up with her anger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And same.
That would be-
honestly same.
Yeah. That's how you sort of like negative Twitter comments are like pig's blood.
Yeah.
Being dumped on
and
you
then
by the internet.
I kill the whole high school.
And then well thought out replies are your
my
telekinesis.
telekinesis.
Carrie's a good one. Didn't they remake Carrie recently?
I don't want to talk about it.
That was
Didn't
not
they
a.
remake it shot for shot or something?
They remade it like almost, yeah, and it wasn't as good as the original.
No, not at all.
You're never going to find someone as creepy looking as a young Sissy Spacek.
No, she was perfect.
She's perfect.
She was the perfect person for it. Sissy Spacek looked like Midwestern poverty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She looks like an alien.
She
it's
does
wonderful.
look like an alien.
It's so great.
She, like, if you needed, like, somebody, if you said, like, show me the Dust Bowl, and I brought up Sissy Spacek, you'd be like, oh, yeah, there it is. Where's Spacek been lately? Is she dead?
No.
Oh, okay, thank God.
She's alive, right?
Yeah.
What else has she done?
Sissy Spacek? God, I mean, now we're going to have to look up Sissy Spacek.
I will look her up while you do your picks if you want.
Okay, may I go?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, my pick is the Babadook.
Oh,
Great one. It was on my list, definitely.
I don't know what that monster does, but people talk about it a lot.
People do talk about it a lot.
And people go, Babadook! And I did it once and people laugh, so I'm picking it.
Have you seen the Babadook?
Nope.
Okay, fantastic. It's still a very scary monster, and you're banking on the goodwill of the people listening who have seen the Babadook.
What does it do?
Do you hate scary movies?
Yes, I won't watch them.
You won't watch them?
Right.
Why is that exactly?
I hate to be scared.
I'm kind of I love Halloween, but I'm not a big scary, like,
Hate it.
I don't like cringe scary movies. Like, I'll enjoy an atmospheric scary movie.
I like thrillers. I don't like when things pop out.
Yeah.
I don't care about people dying or grossness or like whatever, but any element of surprise or like a loud noise really gets me.
Was there a movie that did it? Was there a last straw, or has this been like a
My whole
lifelong?
life. I
This has
hate
been a
it.
lifelong policy.
One time I was watching, it was either like Jimmy Kimmel or like Jimmy Fallon. It was like,
James
or Jay
Corden.
Leno.
was
I think it was
James Corden.
Yeah.
On the Late Late Show.
It's
James
his boss.
Corden. Yeah.
no, because it's a bad story. So
Oh yeah, okay, it was
So
for
if
sure
It
Kimmel.
wasn't James Corden.
It was not
We
Corden.
love
Who's
James
the
Corden.
most lovely person.
Yeah.
What a guy. Yeah.
And it was like some video, I think it was Jay Leno, and it was like some video of the sexy girl dancing, and then suddenly it turned into a monster. And it was just a surprise element. I'll move the mic away, went like this. Ah! And my mom went, oh my God. Like the most guttural, gut-wrenching scream just because I was
From like
surprised.
a late night show.
From a late night
From
show.
a late night show.
I went,
Well, you would hate the Babadook
yeah,
because
so I
it's
can't.
very scary.
If I ever see a movie like that, I can't go in public because I'll
You have to watch
scream
it at
too.
home?
I have to watch it at home, preferably alone with the lights on.
Well, the Babadook is he's a tiny little
Kind of.
demony troll.
No, he kind of like changes. He's like this weird guy with like a top hat.
Yeah, he's got
and,
a
like,
top
white,
hat.
white face and
Yeah.
like, weird eyes.
What's he do?
He's Australian.
Kind of like kills you in your sleep, I think.
And it's scary?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good choice, me.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
he's
good.
like in the shadows and stuff. Anyway, Sissy Spacek's been on that show Bloodline.
Oh,
this
yes,
whole
yes,
time.
the
yes,
most
yes,
expensive
yes.
show ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's
More
hard
than
to say.
Game of Thrones?
Maybe Game of Thrones is more expensive, but like Bloodline cost hundreds of millions of dollars for like 2 seasons. It's crazy expensive.
But what about it?
I have no. They film on like location and like
In blood.
in blood. They use real blood. The lines is CGI, but you can't. I mean, line technology's gotten so good. Yeah, I don't know exactly why it's so expensive. There's some scary pictures of the Babadook. Do you want to see those?
Sure.
Yeah. That's him just.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, not one bit. Not one bit. He looks kind of like a scary voodoo dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I stand by it.
All right, so you stand by your. Do you anticipate being familiar with any of the monsters you pick on anything more than a first name basis?
No.
That's totally fine. You don't have to be. There's no pressure to be. It's just interesting knowing your strategy. All right, the Babadook goes number 2. You now have the Hollow Man and the Babadook.
What a great movie so far.
Pretty good movie, you
These
guys.
are pretty good. Yeah, everyone's been from a movie so far too. I think we're gonna break that streak right now. Joining my team of gigantic, lumbering, scary people, I'm picking Bigfoot.
Whoa, that's a bad choice.
Yeah,
What?
Bigfoot's a good choice
But why?
because he could.
You can't even locate him.
What if he's real?
But he's so slow.
Well,
You got
what
a
if
lot of
he's-
slow
He's
guys.
not slow. He's slow compared to maybe some other monsters, but he'd catch any one of us.
Oh, that's true.
6 feet tall.
Ian, you don't even-
athlete's build.
You don't even know where the Bigfoot is. You can't.
Why
even,
does that matter? You know
I
where
grew up-
Babadook is? That doesn't
Yeah, where
make
is the
any sense.
Babadook?
in the movie?
You mean that literally, like, he can't find him to put him on his team? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think you're having some problems with the reality of this
I
world.
stand by my Bigfoot. I grew up in Bigfoot territory, and that shit is scary. When you're camping,
Were there legends like where you lived about?
I mean, like general legends. There weren't like old men shuffling up to you in Beaverton, Oregon, like, I hear tell of a tree ape.
I really wish there were.
I wish there were too. But there's people who believe. I mean, if you go outside of like Portland or Seattle far enough, you'll find like a lot of true, or if you just talk to Kyle Kinane, find a lot of true Bigfoot believers.
I went to the Bigfoot Museum in Portland, Maine.
Yes. Why the hell do they have one?
I don't know. Like, there's a guy that lives there who's like a really big Bigfoot guy, and we went to his museum.
People think it's real?
Oh yeah, we went to his museum.
That's pretty cool. I believe it. Why not?
You love aliens.
Thank
I believe all of it.
I'm terrified of aliens, too.
You love aliens and ghosts, so why wouldn't the Bigfoot be real?
I didn't say it wasn't real.
Okay.
It's definitely real.
What the idea that it is real makes it that it might be real makes it scarier to me. Because Frankenstein's monster, not real. You know what I mean?
Not
Carrie, we know for sure. There are people named Carrie, but that's as close as yours gets to getting real.
So the Bigfoot,
Yeah.
what would it do if it found you?
Tear you limb from limb.
Why?
Hungry.
For invading
For
its
food?
For hunting down its family. It knows.
It's mad at humans?
It's the missing link. It's smart enough to know what foul deeds man has, cursed this earth with. And as a defender of Mother Nature.
I just have never heard of anybody dying at the hand of the Bigfoot.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet. Well, of course you haven't heard about it. How would you have heard about it?
They think it's wolves.
Yeah, they think it's a wolf murder.
Okay.
Thank you, Alan. Allison gets the logic of the Bigfoot pick.
Okay.
If Bigfoot killed somebody, you would never find out about it because Bigfoot's smart enough to make it look like an accident.
Okay.
Because he possesses some but not all of man's cunning. Yeah.
Mine are all from movies.
All right, well, Bigfoot's been in movies too, so it covers every base. By the way, Bigfoot, like Frankenstein, a versatile, horrible monster because of Harry and the Hendersons. Harry is Bigfoot, and he shows a softer side there, just like Frankenstein on the Frankenberry
I was
box.
going to pick Harry, but I can't anymore.
No way, because he's a Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Also, you seem to have a real soft spot for like large lumbering softies.
I don't know why that could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're seeing in them.
I see a lot of myself in the Babadook.
We are all picking the type of monsters we are. Yeah, you did walk in with sort of a Slash from Guns N' Roses looking hat.
Thank you.
Which looks very nice. All right, so with my pick, which I stand by, and wait, before we move on, you believe in aliens and
absolutely
and cryptids and stuff like that?
Yeah, why not?
I also believe in aliens. How far does it go for you? Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Who is a monster and may get picked later?
I don't actively believe in these things, but I would need very little convincing.
She's talked about Roswell being like Roswell's definitely hiding something.
Well, yeah, I mean that's obvious, but I just mean even here's the thing, you guys. There's stuff in the ocean.
Yeah.
Where they go, this is just from the ocean. And we go, oh, okay.
Speak on it.
But it's insane looking.
Yeah.
That stuff's insane. How do we know that's not an alien? They could tell us anything is from the ocean, and we would be like, sure.
That's so true.
That's the best propaganda our government has.
We could absolutely. We would
buy anything, hook, line, and sinker.
They could pull something with hands and feet.
Hands and feet, and it talks, and we're like, yeah, that's from the bottom of the ocean.
They were like, we found a fish that looks like Alf. It's crazy. Everybody. Yeah.
Honestly, look into it.
That's a
Google the ocean.
I can't Google the ocean.
It just brings up Frank Ocean.
I'm just feeling happy that everybody thinks that I'm so crazy, and now we're finally revealing that Allison's crazy.
I do love this. This ocean take isn't crazy to me. It's the first time I've been compelled by a conspiracy theory in over a year and a half.
Allison loves conspiracy theories.
It's a great one. I love the idea. They could just say anything was from the ocean.
Right?
Listen, if we accomplish nothing else.
Oh, because that Montauk Monster, remember?
I don't even have any. I've seen stuff and it's insane. Like, I can't. We're such rubes. They're just really taking advantage of us.
Have you seen you feel like you've seen things?
I've seen some stuff, yeah.
That can't be explained. Share one unexplainable thing you've seen with
that in my life? No, I've never seen anything. Oh, no, my dad sent me a photo of something.
Like the Montauk Monster.
No, I don't even know what that is. I'm basing this off of very little, pure instinct.
Yeah. I mean, you got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
Speaking of going with your gut, where... Oh, wait, no, it's my pick.
Yeah, it's your pick.
It's my pick again. Where's my gut going to take me?
Somewhere terrible.
Which gigantic, barely...
Lovable.
completely symbolic of me monster am I going to take next? Okay. All right, I'm continuing my not the gigantic theme, but I'm going with Wolfman. Or
Okay.
any, the
Like a werewolf?
like a lichen, like werewolves, yeah.
Oh.
That is the most useless choice.
What are you talking about?
They can
He
only...
could not say anything and you would like it. You're just
I have
atta-
a whole list of what he could what he
So
could
if it's
pick.
not on your list and you're not going to like it?
Gabby thought she was going to be the only one who prepared. I came up with a laptop full of homework.
Yeah, but I'm clearly the best at this.
Dude, I have
Well, you know
Frankenstein
what?
and the Wolfman.
Fine. Wolfman,
I don't know why I'm on your side, but I don't know why you're calling it the Wolfman.
I don't know why I am
Oh,
either.
the Wolfman
Werewolves.
Yeah,
Werewolf.
Werewolves.
Wolfman is a specific werewolf.
The Wolfman is a specific werewolf, but
Yeah.
I'm
From what?
taking werewolves.
From a movie, The Wolfman?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
What about that one with Michael J. Fox?
That's a Teen Wolfman.
That guy
Wolf?
is super
Yeah.
likable.
He is likable. Oh, fuck yeah. See, now I got another semi-likable
Yeah, you got
villain.
the Teen Wolf on your
Yeah,
side.
Teen Wolf just riding on top of a car.
Yeah,
That's cool.
dunking a basketball.
Yeah.
All right.
See? Werewolves are pretty great.
It's an
But they
obvious
can't
choice.
control their choice at all.
Once they're turned into a monster?
Yeah, they can't control the choice to be a werewolf.
No, they can't.
All right.
And they can't control themselves once they become that werewolf.
And according to J.K. Rowling, an analogy for HIV.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it
that.
is. Right, which shows my tender-hearted side.
Yeah.
Here I am, taking in people surviving with HIV.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to my team.
You're a real philanthropist.
I am a full-blown... That's all this has really been about. Frankensteinism.
You're putting together
surviving
just
with
like
the
a home for
amputated
wayward
limb.
monsters.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good movie.
Werewolf... that would be a good movie.
Guys, don't put that in the podcast so we can sell it.
You probably could sell that.
We
Like
could
a-
absolutely sell the movie A
the
Home, for Wayward Monsters.
Are they just not quite right monsters? Is it like a wolf person who turns
Yeah,
into like a...
Like, they don't know if they want to be good. They don't know if they want to be bad.
Yeah.
Their families rejected them, but they're not that great at killing.
There's clearly a vampire with a cavity somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
God,
know, just
this is good
wandering
stuff.
around.
It's very like X-Men. Like
Okay, well,
Xavier's
this
School
will
for
be
Gifted.
different.
Okay, it'll be
Were we
different.
thinking animated, like a Leica?
No,
Sort of a Leica
See,
thing?
no.
Real.
no, it's
real.
Real.
Yeah,
And we
live
get
action.
like
Three
Miles
different
Teller
movies.
and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. We just get the cast of X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm going to deep
franchise.
impact your Armageddon with an animated version of it, so...
Well,
Okay,
all
great.
right. A race to the studios.
Absolutely. Werewolves of London, great song.
Fine.
Bunch of great werewolf movies. It's
Yeah.
it's fun. It's
I like it. I'm on board.
tattered clothing. It's grunge, you know? Just the tattered clothing of a werewolf situation.
Yeah.
Very cool. Ripped jeans.
There
you
are
know?
some I didn't even think about. I went horror with it, but now I'm thinking about other things.
Yeah. Open
Can
it
I
up.
go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Allison, it's your turn.
This
It's your
one's
third pick.
controversial. I want to pick the devil.
Oh, I like that. I had the devil on my list.
Really?
You did?
Yes, I did.
See, it's allowed.
The devil is allowed.
The devil is the best
The devil
pick
is
because
alive.
it is so powerful and scary
Yeah.
and recognized by more people than it should be.
Played by Al Pacino at
It's like
different times,
believed.
too.
It's like people actually believe in this.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
That is powerful.
That's like how people believe stuff's from the ocean.
Okay.
It's a power.
Okay. The devil.
The devil's a good pick. The devil, depending on who you ask, higher kill count than even Jason.
No,
That's true.
definitely. Absolutely.
That's true.
What's Allison? Which devil is it? I mean, like it can be every devil, but when you think of the devil,
It's the
what
devil
pops into
from
your
Little
head?
Nicky.
Universally regarded as the scariest devil. All right, good. It's the devil from Little Nicky.
I'm shaking my head.
I like the devil. I like how he's often depicted with goat features.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
like a
it's
fun
just
goat monster.
Well, what's cool about the devil is that the devil is whatever you think it is.
Yeah.
Like it's
Your own personal
it's your own personal hell.
Devil, your own personal hell.
Oh, so it could be heroin addiction, and
Exactly.
it falls onto
That's
your.
the devil. It's all powerful.
Okay.
You sound like an evangelical TV preacher.
What do you mean?
Like, that's your own personal devil.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got quite a few, Gabby. So
Yeah,
we'll talk later.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. This draft is quickly going off the rails.
I know.
Well, yeah, that's a fun
And so
devil.
obviously in my movie, the devil is the leader of the group.
Sort of the mastermind.
Yeah.
So the
Swivel
devil
chair.
gets all of them together.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
The devil is almost one of those picks that's too big to even say anything about.
Yeah.
There's so
just such
so
a
much
strong
to say.
choice.
Yeah, a fallen angel, right? I think originally, right? Satan
Yeah.
was a fallen angel.
Yeah.
A lot of fun nicknames for the devil: Lucifer,
Satan, Beelzebub.
the Morning Star,
Big Red.
Big Red, Clifford, the Big Red Devil.
Oh my God!
Hank.
Fine.
Some of his close friends call him Hank. All right, the devil. Any other?
No, I think it
Anything else
speaks
to
for
say
itself.
about it? All right, the devil, absolutely. Gabby, you so far have Jason and Carrie,
I hate everything that's happened. Okay.
and you have the next 2 picks as well. Your pick, your third pick of the third round. You're on the clock.
Okay. Well, this is tough, but maybe I need to go big.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Gabby more prepared for anything.
It's
And we
impressive.
work together.
I think I need to go big, so I will take the Cloverfield monster.
Oh, you literally went big.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, it's
It's
terrifying.
like a Godzilla, like a big Godzilla. So I think
Seems boring.
It's like it almost looks like when you see undersea footage of
Yes.
like an oil rig, and there's those crazy long spindly crabs on it.
yeah.
But like a 50-story version of that.
Yeah, so he's like huge and scary, and he's like got his own movie that is sort of just everybody's running from him. The
He's
whole town,
executive
the whole
produced
city.
by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, the whole city.
Pretty cool.
I just wanted to. I think you're right. I've gone human
Yep.
the last 2. I think I really need to take it like up a few stories and pick someone who is big and who can just crush with their one leg. You know what I mean?
It's a big fucking monster.
Does it
It's
have
a
a
great
face?
monster.
Yeah,
it does
kind
have
of. But it's like I'm not going to explain it right. It's like.
Nice. No,
Its
that
mouth opens
exactly.
wrong.
Honestly, what Gabby did was eerily good.
Thank you.
Yeah, for a minute the Cloverfield monster was in
Yeah,
here. It was-
I can't
goosebumps
describe
right
to you
now.
what she did, but it was. I mean, it reenacted.
I heard
perfectly.
T.J. Miller's voice freaking out behind
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it was very scary.
It's just the embodiment. Let me just embody the character.
It's probably the biggest monster that's going to be picked in this draft. So if you're thinking size,
Yes.
yeah,
I had another big one, but another big monster.
yeah.
On
You
my
got your
list.
next pick. Is that who you're gonna do? You're gonna go back to back big? Just crush us.
I
with
mean,
your
you have that
monsters?
opportunity. You haven't seen Cloverfield either.
No, I've seen.
Cloverfield's not that scary. You could probably watch Cloverfield.
Do
It's
things
just-
pop out?
Things might pop out.
Not interested.
It's also shaky cam.
It is
Oh,
shaky cam.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, double net? No? Okay.
She doesn't like shaky cam or anything
me a
with like
headache.
IMAX, you know what I mean? 3D.
yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I want to just watch Larry David be Larry David.
At least you know what you like. It's good to have a lane. It's a terrifying. Then they made One Cloverfield Lane, which has nothing to do with the Cloverfield
Oh yeah.
monster, right?
It doesn't. 10 Cloverfield Lane, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But
10
isn't the
Cloverfield Lane.
conceit that the monster is out there? And
To
that's-
try to keep them in
Yeah.
the yeah.
It went back into the ocean, right? Was that what happened at the end of Cloverfield?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just in the ocean?
Yeah, it's just in the ocean.
All right.
Going back to your
Theory
ocean
confirmed.
theory.
Thank you.
Theory
You know what?
confirmed.
That was one of the Cloverfield was one of the first times I remember Neil deGrasse Tyson piping up about a movie
And saying that it wasn't
and
realistic.
being like that creature could not physically exist outside of the ocean. Like, oh, thank you. All right, fine. Like
Stop ruining things.
What
its
does
body-
it mean?
its body was built in such a way that the physics would allow it to live in the ocean where you don't weigh as much, right? But once it came out of the ocean, its
It should
skeleton
have died.
Why did it go
would
back?
collapse
It was
upon
bored?
itself. It felt like it had. I think it laid eggs. They usually lay eggs.
to set up the next Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, that was a Neil.
anticlimactic.
That was
the monster just goes, I'll remove myself from the situation.
That was more about the journey than.
I
the
would
end.
like to remove myself from this narrative,
Yeah.
one that I never asked to be part of. Well, now I'm curious if I do want to go big with it, or if I do want to go like artsy, or if I want to stay with the ladies.
Ooh, has there been an artsy movie? Well, Carrie's kind of artsy. You know?
No, I mean
It's a dark
like
movie.
super artsy.
Do super artsy. That's fun.
Okay.
I think we all want to hear
So,
super artsy.
so my fourth artsy choice is the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Is he hand eyeball guy?
Hand eyeball.
Hand eyeball guy.
Yeah. Do
Oh,
you ever
he's
see
good.
Pan's Labyrinth? Okay. Do you know the stills from Pan's Labyrinth where the guy has his hands on his eyeballs? Eyeballs on his hands. Sorry. It's a guy. So it's a monster with no face, and then he goes, and then his eyes are in his hands, and he goes like this.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del
Does
Toro.
he kill
Linda?
people?
Yeah, he eats the fairies that she's with, and then he tries to eat the girl. He eats
That's not
children.
nice.
He's full blown terrifying. He's one of
Yeah.
the most memorable monsters.
One of the most memorable, one of the scariest
ever, probably.
Yeah.
I think that put you ahead in this draft.
You think the hand eyeball guy did?
That's a good pick.
Thank you.
The pale man is genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
Dirty nails, too.
Because I think no matter what you're judging this draft on, that hits all of the requirements.
Of like memorable,
actually scary, looks like a monster.
Yeah.
You aren't familiar. What is it like to be you with
very lonely.
selective? Is it very lonely?
Isolating?
Yeah. It's such a it's crazy. It's
Pale Man
we'll have
everywhere.
We'll have whole afternoons where Gabby just explains Marvel characters to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like being reborn because I don't know anything. So it's very easy to keep me entertained.
It's kind of fun. Like, I get jealous of people who haven't seen, like, if someone has never seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, but they love Seinfeld, I get jealous of them for not having, because they get to watch it for the very first time. I feel jealous of you. But
for
from
knowing
almost
nothing.
everything in pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pale Man was like a huge part of pop culture when it came out.
Gigantic.
I don't know how you missed that.
People freaked out.
People
Really?
loved that monster. Yeah.
Did Pan's Labyrinth scare you? It was almost more. It's almost got like a
It's
labyrinth
magical
vibe to it.
realism.
Yeah.
There were parts of it that really scared me. That was one.
Yeah.
Where like she goes into this other room and she takes one of the grapes and then he wakes up. Like him being still. I think he's a monster who still.
Yeah.
Even just being still, it was scary.
Yes. Which
I
I think is a
like.
good.
Yeah.
Or you just see them. A monster that's scary when they're not even like chasing you.
Yeah.
And you just see them walk. One of the scariest moments in any movie, I think, is in M. Night Shyamalan's in Signs. To me, when they're watching like the news footage of the first time they see the alien.
And it just walks behind.
And it just walks behind.
That is one of the fucking scariest things. Oh my god, Signs fucked me up.
So fucked up by that
actually
movie.
scary?
Signs was so scary.
I thought people made fun of it.
Yes, but it was very scary.
That was the last like actually good movie, and then it got unfortunately co-opted in with the bad ones. It's legit scary.
Yeah.
There's corny parts of it, but the parts with the aliens are so fucking scary.
What do the aliens look like?
Humanoid,
yeah,
like weird,
long,
shadowy,
gangly. So that was so scary.
Yeah,
and,
that news footage part was fucking terrifying.
It was like at a birthday party in Brazil, and it looked so real.
Yeah.
My friend Nick, back in Portland, the first time he was watching, he told me he was holding like a knife for some reason. He was like cooking. Or it was like cut, whatever reason, some non-nefarious reason to hold a knife, and that scene came on, and he threw the knife at the television, and it was that scary.
God.
It's that scary, and Pale Man had some of those vibes.
That element, yeah.
Good choice.
Very good choice. Like of everyone that's been picked so far, I feel like I might be the most bummed out if I open my front door and Pale
Man's there. Oh
is in
yeah.
there. I mean. Because I'd just be so stoked if Frankenstein or Bigfoot were in there.
You love them.
Yeah, we'd
What
go
about
on
the devil?
I playing the banjo down in Georgia and the devil showed up and wanted to play. Here's my problem with that song and the devil's part in it.
Yep.
He just gives up. Mm-hmm. He's judging the contest.
I don't know that song.
Devil went down to Georgia.
I know it, but I don't know it well enough.
Basically, he's like, hey, I'll play you in the fiddle, and like we'll play the fiddle, and if I win, then I take your soul, and if you win, you get this golden fiddle.
Yep.
And then the guy plays fiddle so well that the devil's like, you win.
But that's how contests go.
But the devil was judging the contest.
He was also
He
the
could have
judge.
been like, I win.
No, but the devil abides by rules, if you remember by Little Nicky.
Game, recognized game. I think the devil's just so stoked to hear a fresh fiddle song for the first time in however long.
Yeah.
That was
I used to
gift
know
enough
all
for
the
him.
words to that song.
I bet if we played it, you could sing along
I'm
to it.
so Florida trash.
Yeah.
It's upsetting. Okay.
I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I know that song word for word.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find your trash where you got to get it sometimes.
My next pick is controversial as well.
I can't wait to
what
hear
is
it.
I
it?
think that you might not allow it, but I will make my case.
Okay.
Miss Hannigan?
From Matilda?
No, from Annie.
Oh, from Annie. Trenchbull's from Matilda.
Miss Hannigan,
Miss Hannigan's a person.
She's a monster to those children.
Miss Agatha Hannigan?
Yes, she's horrible. She's evil. She's conniving. And I think that you can be a monster just with your evil thoughts.
I mean, that opens the door up to a lot of other monsters.
Right, that opens the door up to, like, the bad
That's
guy
why I
in
waited
every
until the
movie.
fourth pick.
Oh. You came in here thinking, by trying to make us think you had no strategy.
Oh, I got
It's
strategy
been
for
a long
days.
game. What,
You a ringer?
I mean, I'm gonna allow it just because I'm going whatever,
Fine.
whatever.
She's allowed to pick humans, but we are not.
I will honor that agreement.
Okay.
Fine. I will take my handicap.
Fine.
But honestly, think about it, because if you pair her with Babadook, oh man.
I understand, but
How
then
do
it's
you
like
know?
then any villain, then there's just no rules in any
But it's
villain.
different because she was mean to kids. That's a monster.
The reason I didn't put Hannibal Lecter on my list is because Hannibal Lecter is a person.
He's a villain.
I'm
not a
sorry.
monster.
When I got the email about this podcast, there were not a list of regulations and rules. It just said monster, and I'm allowed to interpret that in my own way.
I'm trying to
Fine.
keep up the appearances of this being a very well-run, organized podcast.
It
So
was.
Speak a little more highly of the
It
email.
was very clear where to go. The address was obvious.
Yeah, printed clearly, separate from the body of the email.
Yeah, it was well done.
I haven't seen Annie ever. This is one of my holes in pop culture. Why is she so horrible? Make her case as a monster.
She like wants to sell off Annie, and she's just like she takes advantage of the girls, and she's just like a mean woman, like a very mean lady.
And you're saying because her victims are children,
she should count as a monster.
she does hit them.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
Well, you said it was allowed, so let's just keep going.
All right.
Before we think about it too much.
The more I think about it, the less I'm inclined to allow Miss Hannigan. But I want you to have people on your list that you're familiar with.
Because it will be a good movie. I need people that can talk.
All right, just because it fits in with your overall strategy of developing a team for a movie, and I want to see how Miss Hannigan, Agatha
She's
Hannigan,
the devil's
fits into
number
that.
2.
Oh,
but here's the thing. She's vying for number 1.
Does she sing in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is our first musical monster.
Yeah, musical monster.
So far. Unless you count the Monster Mash.
Oh,
Although
right.
I think that was being sung by
And
Igor.
but Frankenstein's monster is in the monster.
He's in the monster. He's dancing, but we don't know if he's singing or not.
Yeah, that's
The Wolfman is also there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Bigfoot isn't
Yeah.
mentioned,
sorry. He's not mentioned.
but I like to think he's definitely
He's
there.
like heard the song and likes it.
Yeah. He's
like-
he's familiar with it.
He's familiar with it.
He's
and
giving
he's
it his
like,
blessing.
Look, monster is sort of our word, so it's like a little rude, but I'll let him have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is Igor a monster? No, he just has like a hunchback.
Igor just has a hunchback.
Yeah.
Poor Igor. Okay, Allison, Miss Agatha Hannigan.
Hannigan.
Boy, I'm really fucking up. I'm so twisted off that answer. Miss Agatha Hannigan from the Broadway show, Annie.
Yep. I think people will really get this.
Your fourth monster. I mean,
We've lost all integrity, but it's fine.
I'm fine
We
being
absolutely
disqualified, honestly.
When we drafted presidential administrations where we picked like a president, a vice president.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
We had Jared Logan, a comedian who's a very political-minded person, not on stage, but in his own life. He loves it. And John Lovett, who's a speechwriter for Obama and Hillary Clinton. And with his first pick as Secretary of State, Jared picked Shakira. And John Lovett picked Darth Vader as his president. So integrity means
there's
nothing.
not a lot of rules here.
Okay.
You just relax.
But I will honor the agreement and continue picking only real monsters.
My last pick will be an actual monster, as you guys seem to think it is.
Why, with my fourth pick, I'm picking Hitler. No, I'm not. I'm not picking Hitler.
I'm going to throw my LaCroix. I will throw my LaCroix across this room.
He's got a few more kills than Jason, Gabby. Very dark. I'm Jewish, just in case
As are
anyone's
we.
wondering. We're all Jewish.
Yeah.
Everyone here is Jewish,
Yeah.
except for G.
The holiday coming up.
All right, G just got invited to a holiday coming up, so he is also
Some
Jewish.
sort of Jewish holiday.
Nobody in here but us Jews. It's not Purim, but let's just say it's Purim. All right.
The best one.
Purim's but not,
Rosh Hashanah.
not for a while, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't go to any upcoming Jewish holidays. It's all bummers until Hanukkah. A lot of reflection. Yom Kippur.
Bummers until Hanukkah.
It's bummers until Hanukkah.
It's a very funny title for something.
Bummers until Hanukkah kind of sounds like they'd open for Taking Back Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
But no one would have showed up.
nobody
Like,
would have
they're
showed up.
waiting
Yeah. Very whiny screamo music. All right, so it's my fourth pick, and with my fourth pick of the monster draft, I am going to take. Okay. All right. I'm going to stay. Speaking of bummers until Hanukkah, I'm going to take the Golem.
That's a good one.
Not Golem from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
The Jewish Golem.
The Jewish Golem. You know that guy?
Not really.
There's a legend in Judaism of a big lumbering guy made out of clay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Who, when you put like a certain Jewish word on their forehead, they come alive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's turned into like the infinity symbol, but it used to be, God,
It's a Hebrew word.
Yeah.
There was a book I read when I was younger, Snow in August, which is about a kid who activates the Golem.
I think I've read that. I think I may have read that in middle school.
Yeah, I read it in middle school.
Yeah.
I think I was like one of the first times I read the word penis, so.
Whoa.
I think penis is in that book.
Was it the Golem's penis?
I don't know, but my mom gave it to me to read, and then I remember reading it and being like, she shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. The Golem is it's gigantic. It's lumbering. It is single-minded.
Are you putting together like a basketball
an
team?
offensive
Like
line.
a basket? Like are you putting together?
I don't understand. What is your strategy? You don't even have one. At
Scary.
least we have strategy.
Scary
Literally,
is
all
my
you need to
strategy.
get away from my team of monsters is like a skateboard.
Right.
But I like him. It was the rabbi of Prague was said to. There's a story about him having a golem. I think
There's multiple golems.
You can make one.
Yeah, you can make one.
You can make it out of clay. You have to activate it.
Interesting.
But it's like kind of dangerous to do. You shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't.
Kind of
It can
dangerous?
go out of
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
It seems very dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
I think the golem rose out of our constant being chased around Europe and
The golem
terrified.
is supposed to protect Jews.
it, yeah.
Protect the Jews, yeah.
Oh, wow. I actually was in Prague, and I think I learned about the golem.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I remember it at a little museum.
Do you enjoy Prague?
I loved Prague. Top city. One of my top
Oh,
cities.
it's a
right.
top
I remember
city.
that. Yeah, that's one of the places internationally you've traveled that you've enjoyed.
I loved it. Yeah.
Out of like...
It's my second favorite city other than Lisbon.
Oh, yeah.
So I might not know about these like stupid pop culture stuff, but I'm like super well traveled.
God, we should have drafted like a sort of like
Cities.
just braggadocio.
Oh, yeah. Drafted like things to brag about.
yeah. Things to brag about would have been a fun draft. Emet is the thing carved on his
Emet,
forehead.
yeah, it means the truth.
Truth, yep, exactly.
I went to Hebrew day school for all of my life.
God, what a waste, huh? Can you still
yes.
read Hebrew?
Yeah, I can.
I can't
And
anymore.
I somewhat speak it. I have a Hebrew tattoo on my back.
Do you? Mm-hmm. What does it say?
It's my grandma's name.
Beautiful. That's great. I
Thanks.
wanted to get one too, and I just never
Like-
look at tattoo in Hebrew.
My little sister has a Hebrew tattoo also on her back, and
Yeah.
it's of her own name.
That's a little weird.
Which, like, I was like, I loved my grandmother. I had a really good relationship with her. I wanted to get her name. And my sister was like, you know what I love? Me.
Is it her name in Hebrew?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
But,
well, that's
like-
a little different.
But okay. But it's like
She needs to remember herself.
Yeah, exactly. I did it as like a beautiful memorial, and Cheyenne was just like, I
Yeah.
love myself.
It's better than getting some dude's name tattooed on you.
Absolutely.
Because you're not going anywhere, you know? What do you remember your name in Hebrew?
Yeah. It's Tova Gabrielle.
Tova Gabrielle.
Mm-hmm.
Allison, do you know yours?
I had to pick one. Mine's Sarah.
Sarah.
You just picked it?
Yeah.
I'm
Because it was like my grandma's mom's name, maybe.
All
My
right.
grandma's name.
That's a good enough reason. I'm Yochanan Ben Yisrael.
Ooh, Yochanan's great.
Yochanan, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. Which is also going to be my golem's name. Keeping it in the family. And I'm going to tattoo my name on his back. Because you can do whatever you want to a golem. So that is my... I always thought it would be fun. I never brought it up to anyone. But remember that show Grimm? Which was like that monster show on NBC?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to pitch... Because it took place in Portland. I was like, I'll play a golem. But I'll be kind of like a fun wisecracking golem.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say, I want to play the Bigfoot.
I would also play the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I will play Bigfoot, Frankenstein, or Golem.
You would be so good as Frankenstein.
Thank you very much. But like the smarter.
Yeah.
One
okay,
time I
just
got
to
an
clarify.
audition to play that monster girl in that
Oh, in Hemlock Grove.
in Hemlock Grove, and they were like, basically, like, you actually like won't see any of your face or like your body, but like, please send in this audition. And I was like,
Because they jack up your face.
yeah,
Wow.
but this was season 2. They already had a girl for season 1, and we're casting her.
And it's that
and you
you're
could literally not tell that much who
Yeah.
it was.
Role of a lifetime. How do they have you send in a tape? Do you like cover your face in lunch meat? Like, how are you supposed to audition for that?
I don't remember. I think there were a couple lines. I didn't book it. I've never booked anything.
Booking things is overrated. Then you got to go to work.
Yeah, yuck.
Yeah, I don't like it for 1 second. All right, Golem was my 4th pick, and since I picked first, that means I also have the next pick, which is my last pick.
Dun, 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 dun.
The first pick of the 5th round. And I'm taking Cthulhu.
Ooh, that's a great one. All right,
thank you.
that's a very good one.
That's my first pick that you've liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from literature.
Rub it in my face.
The stories of H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah. Cthulhu's like an octopus monster.
Giant octopus head monster.
Yeah.
And I should say that Cthulhu's only the way that humans say it, because its actual name cannot be pronounced with a human tongue, according to H.P. Lovecraft.
Fucking Lovecraft.
It was supposed to be more like Cthulhu, like a cop.
Does this person's stuff count as literature?
Yeah, so H.P. Lovecraft is like he writes a lot of he wrote a lot of science fiction.
Sounds like science fiction. It's not
It
literature.
is. But he's like we're well respected.
But it's old ass science fiction.
Like old ass, like people love it. Like,
old as hell.
It's regarded, right? Like as like very intelligent.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft is a weird dude. I think he's a deeply problematic guy.
Dude.
He's a weird dude. He was like into eugenics or something like that.
No!
I think he was. Am I race, ethnicity, and class?
So we all have 6 choices?
5.
Oh, he preferred English. Yeah, 5. We're doing 5.
Oh, okay.
He held English people in high regard.
But he was like one of those British people who like was like keep Britain away from immigrants.
Big time. Yeah.
When was he around?
He early 1900s,
Yeah.
so it was okay. No, but a scary man is not who I drafted. I drafted a scary monster, which was Cthulhu. He's from the story Call of Cthulhu. He was like almost like J.R.R. Tolkien, where he created this whole universe of but of terrifying shit. All these weird different monsters who were said to like be slumbering sometimes in the ocean, which is where Cthulhu is.
Adds up.
In the ocean. Some of like he had monsters that were just like nursing wolves that gave birth to horrible other wolves. I don't know. He was a fucked up weird dude.
He's like his stuff's really weird.
Yeah.
All right.
But Cthulhu's his most famous monster.
I feel like you did a great job.
Thank you very much.
Because it's like stuff like that holds the test of time.
Yep.
That's how I would describe your team.
Thank you very much. It is a bunch of timeless monsters.
Yeah.
None of these Johnny-come-latelys popping up in
Exactly. I don't
Stephen
even
King
know half
novels
of
for a
Gaby's.
cup of tea. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mine's team's definitely the worst, but like yours is the best.
Yours is the only one with a Tony Award-winning part on it, though.
Yeah,
which
that's
is very
true.
nice. Yeah, Cthulhu. He had wings. He had a tentacle
wow.
head.
He had wings?
He had wings.
Yeah.
His head had
Look
tentacles
up
on it.
pictures of Cthulhu. It's crazy.
He's gigantic.
I don't know how to spell that.
Cthulhu.
Lulu, yeah.
He is said to be hibernating within an underwater city in the South Pacific called Rylea. And he is the source of anxiety
wow.
in mankind at a subconscious level.
Yes.
So any anxiety you feel is
It's
because of Cthulhu, who is on my team. I just want to remind everyone listening. He drives people mad.
So who's your team?
My
Recap.
team, we'll recap again at the end, but Frankenstein, Bigfoot, Werewolves, Wolfman, Golem, and Cthulhu.
All right.
Yeah. So that's my team. But, we're not done picking. Allison Raskin, you have a chance to build on your previous pick.
And we get 5.
We get 5.
Okay.
Of Miss Agatha Hannigan.
Can I pick Poseidon?
No.
That is a god.
But he's bad.
He's not bad.
He's not
He's
bad.
bad sometimes. He stole that woman.
The way Poseidon...
Why are you obsessed with the ocean? Like, are you Poseidon? Like, is this a
Fine,
trick?
I change it. I want King Kong. Because I
Fine.
love
All right.
animals.
King Kong is good.
King Kong is great.
Thank you. I love animals, and I also feel like he has a real heart, which will help with the movie's overall, like, arc.
Yeah.
So my movies, my movie is, like, the bad people, which are, like, the devil, Hannigan.
Hollow Man?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the devil, Hannigan, Babadook, evil. But the Hollow Man and King Kong are constantly battling with their humanity.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
This is an
And in the
interesting
middle of the
story.
movie, they actually become the good guys.
And then they fight each other.
Yeah.
How is it that King Kong battles with his humanity?
He loves that woman.
Oh, yeah. He does have feelings.
He does have feelings, yeah.
So it's actually like I'm building like a really rich story.
Good. I'm happy for you.
The interesting thing about King Kong is at no point in either the first movie or anyone I've seen since then has he been actively malignant. He's never bad. He's
misunderstood.
He sort of gets painted into bad situations.
And Hollow Man is also like a victim of this experiment gone wrong. So.
Right. So pretty interesting stuff when you think about it.
Wow, very complex characters on your team. What is have you seen the latest big King Kong movie?
I've never seen a King Kong
You've never
movie.
seen even any King Kong movies? Oh my god! You're at least familiar with King Kong going up the Empire State
I've
Building.
seen posters, yeah.
Yeah.
It was what's-her-face who was getting divorced. Naomi Watts.
That wasn't the original. It was like Faye Dunaway.
Whatever. She was in a King Kong.
She was in one of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God.
King Kong is so far the only... Well, Cthulhu could fight the monster from Cloverfield.
Monster. Yeah. And King Kong in Cloverfield.
Someone
should make King Kong versus Cloverfield.
I'd watch King... They need to make more versus movies. Fucking
Do they?
copyright lawyers. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have Freddy Krueger
They
on
at least
my
need to
list,
make
but I
like
took him off.
22-minute episodes of versus.
Yeah.
You know?
Freddy vs. Jason was
But
great.
who are you voting for if they're both bad?
So, interesting. So in Freddy vs. Jason, they struggled with that. And they actually decided that they were going to make Jason, they were like, which one of them is more realistically like to have a tragic backstory that we can build on so that people will root for them. So yes, they're both bad, but in Freddy vs. Jason, they decided to give Jason, like, he came from an abusive home, he was deformed, he had like a bad life, and they also made him protect this pregnant woman, like just like because of his own issues with his mother. So they actually went into Jason's psyche and gave him like reasons to like for you to root for him, so that in Freddy vs. Jason, you would want him to beat Freddy.
And then what? And then he went and he won and then he kept killing people?
Yeah. So he's still bad, but they give you like a shred of humanity that you can root for Jason.
They just needed enough to get through about 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Just enough explanation.
Do either of those characters talk?
Freddy does.
Freddy's
Jason
funny.
doesn't talk, but Freddy Krueger talks, yeah.
Freddy's not funny, but
He's
Freddy's like he's got
sick
lines.
funny, yeah. Yeah.
And why do they want to kill each other?
I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Freddy was like I don't know why they want to kill each other. I know why they want to kill in general.
Right, yeah. Freddy got burned and he had like all this shit happen.
All right, who's your final pick?
Okay, so I'm at an impasse because I have a lot of choices that I think are good.
Yeah.
But
Are you threatened by my team?
yeah, I'm really threatened. I'm torn between two, but I think in the interest of, again, feminism and rounding out my team with strong women, I think I'm gonna go with Samara from The Ring.
That was on my list too. That's such a
she's
good
very
one.
Creepy.
Yeah.
And my reason is I think I've got Carrie and Jason and Samara are all three sort of like were people, had tragic things happen to them, tragic backstories.
What happened to Samara?
She was like drowned.
Drowned in a well, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
On
like,
purpose?
Yeah. So like I think it's like, you know, they're victims of their circumstances. And so they've become, you know, sort of risen into these evil people. And that or like killers.
I
or
don't
whatever.
understand why Miss Hannigan doesn't count if these people don't even have superpowers.
She didn't go through any transformation or anything.
They all went through transformations. And Carrie has a superpower, and Jason came back from the dead, and Samara came back from the dead. They're both like zombies.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. I had a bunch of other choices that I didn't pick.
Samara's great though. Samara, terrifying. The Ring was a very singular.
Like her
singularly
crawling
scary
through that
movie.
television was like rest in peace me.
It changed. It was one of those change ship movies.
Changed my fucking life.
It ushered in a new kind your life, and it ushered in like it felt like a new kind of scary, like that sort of Japanese horror that Americans hadn't really gotten into before that.
It was like such a phenomenon. Like everyone in my school was like, "Did you see The Ring? It was so crazy." Like I mean, it was just like a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the idea that it was almost scary the way like a chain letter is, because it was like this video got passed around, and it was like, are you going to watch it? Are you going to watch it? And like every time somebody watched it, and it why
Why would anybody watch it after the first person died?
They don't know what it is.
It's that same
They
thing.
just get the tape and they're like, "What is this?" And then they watch it, and then they get a phone call that says, "Now that you've watched this video, in 7 days you will die."
Yeah.
And it was pre-YouTube, I think. So this was like the only way for like a thing to go viral, kind of. Was like this video kept going around. Yeah.
It was very scary. And the people watched it to say, like, what's that thing, like, when you walk by, like, if you're, like, hiking and you walk, like, along a cliff or along an overpass, that thing where you're like, what if I just jumped?
Yeah, it's like this
like
feeling of like, we should watch this because it's like crazy. Or in the movie, people watch the video because they're like, I heard if you watch this video, you die. And they're like, whatever, Becky, it's an urban legend.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. And then they watch it. Or like their boyfriend is like, we should watch this. It's crazy. And they're like, shut up. No. And then they like are like, ugh, you're so stupid, Chad. Whatever. And then they watch it and then they die.
And it's fucking true.
So
the
are
ring
you
is
following
true.
one person that whole movie? Or
Naomi Watts.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Your girl.
Naomi Watts is the main person in the ring.
Does she survive?
Watts Towers.
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
Does. She ends up doesn't she kind of end up appealing to Samara's? She's a mother.
They connect on
and
that.
And she ends up appealing
she finds
to her.
out story. She like
she
does
learns
backstory
why
on that.
Samara
Yeah.
is the way she is because of a bad mother, and then she also has a child, and I think she gets to Samara, like they connect on like, I'm a mother, and
Samara can talk?
You know. But she's like, and you needed a mother, and like they kind of like she kind of defeats her with like
Compassion.
love.
She can be communicated with.
That
Kind
seems like a
of.
weak monster.
No, but she doesn't really. She's still a monster. I mean, she just kind of decides not to kill Naomi Watts, I think.
Interesting.
Like, they leave it open for a sequel. Like, she's not going to stop killing.
Miss Hannigan was defeated
sequel?
with a compelling song and dance routine. So it's really hard to...
It's true.
Who did you leave? I think we both left some monsters on the
on the
list
cutting room
before we go to the recap. Yeah. Vampires, just in general. Nobody picked a vampire.
I think vampires are done.
They're played out.
They're
kind of played out.
Or over it.
Mad played.
Who else?
Zombies, too. Speaking of played out.
I hate zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Jason is a zombie-ish, kind
yeah.
of, but I wouldn't throw him into the zombie thing.
Do you want my list of who I didn't pick?
Yeah, let's hear it. It's
Okay.
always fun.
Pennywise.
Yes, the clown. Also, really quick, if there's anybody you want to drop from your list, we do this called the waiver round. If you want to lose someone and then pick up somebody else and put them on your team, you have one opportunity.
My team is perfect.
Right now. Allison declines.
Well, I'll tell you who I had. Pennywise, Chucky,
Yeah.
who I think would be a great choice. The Blair Witch.
Yeah, Blair Witch is good.
And then this is the one that I'm debating keep putting on and getting rid of someone is Predator.
Ooh, Predator's right on that
Predator is
line
like-
between monsters and aliens.
Yeah, and Predator's like very freakish looking to me, like was always sort of very scary to me as a kid.
Yeah. Predator's terrifying.
Yeah.
Though, yeah.
But is Predator an alien?
I think Predator's more of an alien
And
than
not
a
a
monster.
monster, right?
Yeah. I think you were
How
right.
could he
I think
be
you were
versus
right.
Alien, though? If he's an alien as
Alien, the actual alien from Alien is called the Xenomorph, so he's not actually an alien. So it's like it's just two different types of aliens.
Yeah, Predator
Got
versus Xenomorph, though, sounds like
Stupid.
like an awful book.
Yeah, because Predator versus Alien is like really smart. Cunning.
Freddy Krueger,
Great, yeah.
Pinhead from
Pinhead's
Hellraiser.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Hellraiser, but he's a scary-looking monster.
Scary-looking dude.
Great Halloween costume if you
Yes.
just want to throw a latex mask on.
I know.
Yeah, that is
And
it.
then I had two like sort of weird dark horse choices.
Yeah.
Which are Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, Oogie Boogie. The reality of an Oogie Boogie would be so gross and
So
horrifying.
freakish. You would hate it. Oogie Boogie's made of bugs.
He's a burlap sack
I've
man.
seen
He's
full
a
of
burlap
bugs.
sack made of bugs. Don't you
seen
hate
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
my
awful.
nightmare.
Bugs are. He's just doing flashy, fun, sort of Cajun-inflected dance moves.
Yeah.
Bugs are flying out everywhere.
Yeah, him without the sack is like one of the scariest things.
Ants do that too. You
I
know,
don't like
have you ever
that.
seen those ants during like a flash flood?
And they
They create
crawl up on each other and create like a
They're
being.
like, save the ones
Really?
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It's so great. It's heroic though. It's the most heroic thing any creature on Earth is doing.
And then my last weird choice was Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
I've never
Now
seen
is
Little Shop
Audrey
of
2
Horrors.
okay, but you know Audrey 2,
Yeah.
the plant. Is Audrey
Yeah,
2
yeah.
a plant? Or is Audrey 2 a monster?
I think the teeth turn it into a monster.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Killer plant, but monster.
Yeah.
I also love Audrey 2.
Does Audrey 2 sing?
Yes.
Oh, you would have had that up on Allison.
I
then.
know.
That would have taken away her
That's true.
singing
Audrey 2
advantage.
does sing.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
don't keep her.
Okay.
Those were all good. Are there any you want to switch onto your official list? Your list, which, by the way, Jason Voorhees,
Carrie, Cloverfield Monster, Pale Man, Samara from The Ring.
Yeah.
I also, in terms of Cloverfield Monster, I also had the kaijus from Pacific Rim, but that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So you cover that.
Yeah.
With Cloverfield Monster.
So I'm torn. So Predator, we've decided, is an alien. So
Out the
Predator
door,
is
yeah.
out the door. So I am torn because the idea Pennywise can shapeshift.
Pennywise is scary, yeah, and the shape-shifting is a
What
different
is that?
element.
It's the clown from It.
Oh, never
And
seen
so
it.
Pennywise can shapeshift, and shapeshifting to me is one of the scariest things.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that like you could be an alien, you know what I mean? Like you could be a monster and I wouldn't know. Like The Thing or Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yes, the thing's so scary.
So scary.
I almost took The Thing. That's on my list.
The
is
Thing,
the alien
yeah.
from The Thing. Yeah.
The Thing.
But it's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So does it count?
I wouldn't count it.
The
Cloverfield
Cloverfield Monster's not an alien?
Yeah, it is, but that kind of
Why
feels
is it
more.
an alien?
That feels more monstery to me.
Yeah.
Does it?
Do they say it's an alien?
Well, it falls from space.
Falls
Into
from
the
space.
ocean?
In this,
Yeah.
that movie had so much fucking like lead up to it. There were like comic books and like
I remember.
all this
That was
backstory.
like one of the first like, whoa, could this be found footage?
Yeah, they did like this crazy marketing campaign for
I have
it.
a very big soft spot for the Blair Witch because of the found footage aspect. Because it reminds me of a simpler time.
Yeah, absolutely. When the Blair Witch came, a simpler time in your life, or do you think in Hollywood?
Simpler time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Both. I mean, simpler time when
But
like
they
people.
just made the remake.
But no, I'm talking about like when Blair Witch came out, people thought it was real.
They did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They really did. The woman in it was an unknown, and people saw it and thought it was real and called her mother for like months to be like, "I'm so sorry about your daughter."
Are you
Like-
serious?
Yeah.
They kept those actors like after the movie finished. Before, like they kept them hidden. Like they were like not allowed to
No
go out
press,
in public.
anything
No
like-
press.
Only the creators could do like
like they made it seem like it was real. They like it was like such a like now I think Jimmy Kimmel, to bring up that guy again.
Yeah.
Another guy who ruined like things believing in things, because now you're just like, that's a Jimmy
It's
Kimmel
probably
prank.
a Kimmel prank, yeah.
But like, I'm telling you, people when Blair Witch came out, nobody was that cynical. Like people thought it was a real thing that they
People
had found a video of
legit
this.
believe, and you can't do that anymore.
You could never do
Yeah.
what they did
Did
with
you
Blair
think
Witch.
it was real?
I was a kid.
So yeah.
Yeah.
The Blair, it's
I mean,
a
the Blair
compelling
Witch is
case,
so
and the
fucking
Blair Witch
scary.
is scary.
Do you see her ever?
Not really, no.
Question: No, you're not in the first one.
No.
You think you do for a second.
Do I want to get rid of Cloverfield Monster and replace it with the Blair Witch or with Pennywise? It's tough. It's tough. Blair Witch is also a lady, so that would be a really lady-heavy team.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't have anyone big. Is
Then
that
you don't
bad?
have anyone big, and my team so big.
Your team's so big.
Allison's team, depending on how big you think the devil is, and King Kong.
My team's more complex. Fine, I will switch out Hannigan for that bug monster.
Oogie Boogie?
Yeah, I'll take Oogie Boogie.
Oh,
instead
okay,
of
yeah,
Hannigan.
yeah.
okay.
Hannigan out, Oogie Boogie in.
Okay.
Just so I don't lose on a technicality.
Okay.
That guy sings, right?
Yeah,
He
he does.
does
So
sing.
you've
I'm into
replaced
it.
one
Yeah, yeah.
singer
I
for
replaced
another
the thing.
singer.
I still
And he
got
is
singing.
more, and he's definitively a monster, and
Yes.
a little scarier.
Yes.
And full of bugs.
Yeah,
Full of bugs.
Oh, he's so
and
full
he's
of
a
bugs.
good character. He will add to the story.
I will have a whole week ruined by finding a cockroach anywhere in my domicile.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's only happened once, but I saw a silverfish in my shower once. And I haven't bathed since, and I think it's
I'm
good.
going to lock my choices.
You're gonna lock 'em
I'll
in.
keep Cloverfield.
You're keeping Cloverfield.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna appreciate your moral fiber.
Thank
on
you.
that. I'm not switching one out.
Thank you.
We left. I mean, we took Bigfoot, but I left Yeti on my list. I had Bigfoot and Yeti. The Mummy.
Yeah, the
And
Mummy.
Mummies are usually pretty scary, especially if you start incorporating the works of Brendan Fraser.
Right.
Chupacabra. I went
Chupacabra is a
more
good
those
one.
kind of monster. There's one I almost picked and I had to stop myself from doing was the Mkole Mbembe.
What's that?
It's a Congolese river monster that looks like a brontosaurus.
You went real
Whoa.
cryptozoology.
I went hard
with it.
cryptozoology.
All right, because
I had
I
a few
love the
movie
Loch
picks.
Ness monster, but I would never have thought of picking the Loch Ness monster because it doesn't do anything.
I went crypto. I had movie style. I had like the Mothman, which I guess is like kind of
Mothman.
I wanted to go Mothman. Mothman Prophecy is a
Mothman
scary
is
ass movie.
fucking scary.
Mothman is very scary. I spent the whole story where he's like, all of the sightings have been around like an abandoned munitions dump in West Virginia.
I don't like that at all.
Crazy military. You'd be into that, Allison. Crazy like military dark
conspiracy,
site.
like maybe
Oh, yeah.
they created the Mothman.
Yeah.
Probably, obviously.
Yeah. And he's calling people, just
Yeah.
breathing heavy on the phone.
Yeah, Mothman's
Scary
Is he
shit.
made of moths?
He's
He is a man who is a
man
moth.
who part man, part moth.
He can
Okay.
fly. He's got big red eyes.
All right. It
Yeah.
seems like a little anticlimactic.
It's already in West Virginia, which is already a scary place. So I think if it happened in a less scary place, the Mothman, maybe a little more famous.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not gonna replace anybody. I'm sticking with my list. So just to recap, each of our drafts, monsters. I have Frankenstein's monster, Bigfoot, werewolves, Golem, and Cthulhu. Allison
Your
Raskin,
offensive line.
my offensive line.
Right.
You could run 4 or 5 yards of carry behind that, easy.
Yeah.
Sports references, fun for you guys.
I didn't get it.
All right.
Slightly.
Allison Raskin, your draft was the Hollow Man, the Babadook, the Devil. 3 strong choices. You went with Miss Hannigan, but has since been replaced with Oogie Boogie from A Nightmare Before Christmas, and wrapped it all up with King Kong.
Not bad.
Not a
Pretty
bad
good.
list for
Better
someone.
than I thought.
For
Who-
someone who knows nothing
Yeah.
except how to build an interesting story.
You brought your tools. You're a crafts person, and you went to work today. Gaby Dunn, you picked Jason Voorhees, Carrie, the Cloverfield Monster, Pale Man, a.k.a. the Hand-Eye Guy from Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And Samara from The Ring.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Do I have the most diverse list?
You do have the most diverse list.
Thank you.
Although Cthulhu's from the South Pacific, so I still,
That's
you know.
true. Yeah. You
How-
picked
who
a
win-
monster of color.
A
How do we
monster.
know
We
who
have
wins?
MOCs on our lists. The winner will be determined by a informal Twitter poll to be conducted the week
the audience
that this is
decides.
released.
Guys, I really need this.
You can seed it. You can tweet it to your followers
Please
and
vote for
completely
me.
load it.
Because it will annoy Gabby so much.
Yeah.
Gaby, do you
Your
have a-
list was much better than I anticipated.
What did you think I'd have?
I thought you would just be like, I don't know, like Monster Under the Bed or like the guy from Monsters Inc. Like you would pick like lame things.
I picked cool things.
Yeah, you did. Good
I was
for
in-
you.
Gaby
The Devil is kind of an inspired choice.
The Devil's a very inspired choice.
I really think that's all you need, because what's more powerful than the devil?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, God.
I do every
for
day.
one. So. I like the Devil, too, because he bargains. I like a bargaining
Yeah.
monster. Yeah. He kind of lets you fuck yourself up,
Exactly.
you know?
It's really good
Devil
stuff.
comes to you with an
More
offer.
interesting to watch.
Seems like a lush offer. You make it, you know, and
Great.
it bites you in the ass later.
Great.
Except it's never really clarified like what it means if he gets your soul. You just go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
I think
it
it's
was
just sort
pretty
of like,
clear.
yeah. Well, that was it. Did you guys have a good time?
Had a
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah, this was fun. It was competitive. I think we learned a lot about monsters. We
Yeah.
learned a little bit about Broadway.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to say on behalf of your teams that you've picked?
Just vote Allison 2016.
Allison 2016.
I would like to say that I'm so indecisive that I will spend the next 3 days being like, I should have done this, I should have done that. So this kind of podcast ruins me.
So follow Gabby's Twitter feed for a running self-analysis, perhaps
Doubting all of my choices.
of her monsters she's drafted. That has been this week's episode of All Fantasy Everything. Thank you guys so much for listening. I've been your host, Ian Karmel. Tune in again next Thursday for another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything. Thanks for listening.
That was a HeadGum podcast.